I honestly completely forgot that I needed to film this. I was ready to go to bed. I had ice cream in a mug, just ready to read and go to bed, but then I'm like, oh shit, I haven't filmed the video that I need to film. So hi. Today we're doing all of the books that I would love to read before 2010. I wanted to name this books that I need to read before 2020, but I know in my soul that I'm not going to read them all. So I'm naming it books that I would like to read before 2020. I have a stack of books here. I've categorized all these books into 3 different categories. First category is fiction books that I own. Second category is nonfiction books that I own. And third is books that I don't own, but I would like to read. First we have Gilded Wolves by Roshani Chokshi. I've had this for quite a long time now. I don't even know, probably like a year, 2 years, I don't know, maybe longer than that. I genuinely don't know when I bought this. Had this for a long time, been meaning to read it. Here we are. I've heard mixed reviews about this, but I'm hoping I'll like it. Don't know what it's about, so if you're coming here for a synopsis, I cannot provide that for you, and I'm so sorry, but I will link all of the books down below on Goodreads. Next we have City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty. This is fantasy, I believe. I don't know if it's YA or adult. I don't know. But I've been seeing nothing but great things about this, especially lately. I've been seeing it everywhere. And it's a chunky boy with some small text. I'm kind of intimidated by the size, but it's fine. It's fine. I've heard it's amazing, so why not pick it up? Next we have King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo. Six of Crows is one of my favorite books / like duologies ever. I've reread Six of Crows 3 times, I think. Or have I read it twice? No, I think I've read it 3 times. I've read it more than once, and I love it. I don't know why I'm so hesitant to pick up King of Scars. I think it's just because I'm so invested in the Six of Crow characters that I'm like, do I really want to read this? I think Nina is in here, but I'm pretty sure this is centered around Nikolai. Oh, and Zoe is in here as well, but I barely remember her because it's been a while since I read the Grisha trilogy. I don't know, I'm just not feeling really enticed by this book, but she is pretty. I remember buying this at my university bookstore when, like, this is when it first came out. I was getting coffee, I saw it on the bookshelf, I'm like, I gotta buy it, and I did, and I still haven't read it, so that's what I get for impulse buying, I guess. The next 2 books are by the same author. We have, fuck, they're so heavy, Queen of Air and Darkness by Cassandra Clare and Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare. I got Queen of Air and Darkness for Christmas 2018 from my mom and dad, and I was so excited to read this. I absolutely love these 2 books. Like, I don't know why I didn't pick up Queen of Air and Darkness right when I could. It is probably due to the fact that I forgot a lot of what happened and I wanted to reread the first 2, and then I never got around to it, so then I never read this. I spoiled myself like 2 nights ago. I literally went 2 years without being spoiled, and I spoiled myself last night. It was last night. I was watching the Shadowhunters TV show, and I went to like Google some characters' age in the show because I was like, did they age him up? Because this actor is like 30. So I got on the Alec Lightwood wiki, and then I got to a bunch of other characters' wiki, and I got to this other wiki page about a specific place that is in this book, and this like big thing that happens in this book, and I fucking read it, and I'm so mad. So yeah, I'm really upset at myself, but I'm really excited to get to this. I'm currently rereading the Mortal Instruments. After that, I'll be rereading the Infernal Devices, and then the Dark Artifices again, and then finally reading this book. I low-key forgot that I haven't read all the Shadowhunters books, so I was like just looking through the wiki like nobody's business, because I'm like, I can't get spoiled. I fucking forgot that I haven't read this book. Also, I really want to read Chain of Gold. I bought this when it like first came out because I was so excited for it, and I haven't read it yet because I wanted to like do my reread and finish this before I got to this. I don't know if it's like related anyway, if there's any spoilers. I doubt it because I feel like this is set before all of these books. I'm just not sure where this is in the timeline. I just saw the word quarantined and I am triggered. I've been hearing a lot of great things about this too, and like certain characters, so I'm excited to like meet the characters and probably most likely fall in love with them. So I'm in the middle of Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. I'm on page 278. I'm right here. And I just really want to finish this before the year ends. I think I started this in March or April, maybe even May. I don't remember, but I want to finish it. I was really enjoying it. It's really pleasant to read. Also, we have The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. I'm on page 59 of this. I recently put it down because I was in like a huge reading slump and I just couldn't get myself into this. But again, I'm also really enjoying this. It's really nice to read. So I really do want to finish this before the year ends. Next, we have two classics that I've had since grade 12, aka 2016, aka for 4 years, and I still haven't read them. These two books. I'm grouping them together because I bought them at the same time. So we have 1984 by George Orwell and Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. I bought these for my final essay. In grade 12 at my school, we have to write like a big essay. And I was going to do my essay on these two books, but I ended up doing them on other books, so I never ended up reading these. These are two classics that I've always really wanted to read, so if I could read them before the end of the year, that would be excellent. But considering we only have 4 months until the end of the year, probability of me actually reading them is very, very low. So we have The Secret History by Donna Tartt. I've had this for a long time as well. This is like dark academia, and the vibes would be immaculate for the fall time, so I'm hoping maybe I'll get to this like September, October, maybe November. I like to think that I'm gonna love it because I'm an intellectual and I just like academia and like dark academia vibes. Like it's just like we vibing together, you know what I mean?
Dude, what the fuck?
Next is Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. Got another Leigh Bardugo book. I bought this the day before it officially came out at Chapters last year, and I still haven't read it. Bitch, I was so fucking excited for this, and I still haven't read it. I saw that somebody posted that Chapters had it like a day early, so after class, went to Chapters. I was like, there's no way they have it out early. Like, it was just a fluke for that one person, but they had it out early, and I was like freaking out because I was like, holy shit, this is one of my most anticipated releases, and I got it a day early. Still haven't read it. The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I got this from my lovely friend Naz. I have her little gift note in here. She gave it to me December 16th, 2019. Thank you, Naz, so much. Again, I'm sorry I haven't read it, but I would like to read this as well. I've heard like amazing things about this. It just feels like fall vibes, you know? I literally hate myself. Every single time I say vibes, I want to choke, but I keep saying it. Vibes, bro. Alright, moving on to the second official category, which is nonfiction books that I own. I had a goal this year to read 12 nonfiction books, so one a month. I think I read like 2 or 3. In theory, I should be able to read 4 more this year because there are 4 months left in the year. Here I have 4 nonfiction books. That was actually a coincidence. I didn't realize that I only chose 4, but it works out perfectly. 4 nonfiction books that I would love to read. Will I? You can be the judge of that. First we have, and don't make fun of me, but also feel free to make fun of me, it's The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, because I am a spiritual Zen master. Don't really know why I want to read this, but I do. It's my mom's book. She tabbed it. Maybe I will find some spiritual enlightenment from her annotations. Mostly I just want to read this because I think it's about just being present more. I feel like I need that because I tend to live in the future and the past, but not in the present moment. You know, I feel like a lot of people know what I mean. It seems like it could be one of those mumbo jumbo books. Next, I want to read Homo Deus by Yuval Noah Harari, and I read Homo Sapiens. It's not called Homo Sapiens, it's just called Sapiens. I read Sapiens by him a few years back, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was super interesting. Sapiens was about the history of humans and like humankind and like society and civilization and all that stuff, and this is like the future. This is something that I find extremely interesting, thinking about the future of technology and how far we can go with it. I'm studying computer science, so I'm really into like the techie things. Speaking of computer science, the next book we have is Algorithms to Live By: The Computer Science of Human Decisions by Brian Christian and Tom Griffiths. I think it has to do with the computer science of human decisions. Who would have thought? It says, a fascinating exploration of how insights from computer algorithms can be applied to our everyday lives, helping to solve common decision-making problems and illuminate the workings of the human mind. That sounds super interesting to me. And the last one I have here is Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker. PhD. I definitely need to read this just to motivate me to go to bed earlier and like actually take my sleep schedule seriously, because I believe it discusses a lot of like consequences of lack of sleep, like the benefits of actually getting proper sleep and actually how to be getting proper sleep. I feel like this is a really important thing, and I'm hoping to read it before the end of the year so in 2021 we can be rested, honey, because Lord knows after 2020 we need it. God, what a year. My last category is super short. It is books that I don't own, but I really want to read so bad, but I just feel bad if I buy them because I have all these books that I haven't read. Got only 3 books in this category. Number 1, The Poppy War. I want to read this so bad. My friend Naz, who got me The Night Circus, this is like her favorite book ever, I think. I don't know, Naz, let me know. Is this your favorite book ever? I just like, when I see The Poppy War, I think of Naz because she loves this book and like talks about it all the time and like yells at me because I haven't read it, and I appreciate it because I need to be yelled at because then I will read it. But I just really want to read it. Second book, Mexican Gothic. I don't know why I want to read this so much. Probably the cover and just like apparently it's scary. I just want it. I just want it in my life. Look at that cover. It's stunning. And the last book in this category and this whole video is The City We Became. Bruh. This cover, stunning. I just really want to read it. I can't tell you what it's about. I don't even know why I want to read it so bad. But I think when I read the synopsis, I was like, holy shit, I need this right now. Give it to me. But now I don't remember the synopsis. But I still have that feeling of, holy shit, I want this now. Give it to me. So yeah. Those are 3 books that I would love to read before the end of the year, but that would require me to buy them. Hold on, future me here. I just realized how dumb I'm being. I don't have to buy books if I want to read them. I can fucking get them from the library. Duh. So maybe I will end up reading these books because maybe I'll get them from the library. I just really want to read them. And I'm being big dumb because Anna, you can get books from the fucking library. You don't need to spend your money. One of my reading goals for this year was to get my physical TBR to 5 books. I showed you more than 5 books today. And I have even more on my shelves that I haven't showed you. So you can see how well that's going. I really hope that I will get to at least a few of these books. If I've mentioned any of your favorite books, please let me know in the comments below and yell at me, so then maybe I will read them. And if there's any books that I mentioned that you absolutely hated, let me know as well. Also, you should let me know which books you want to get to before the end of the year. Maybe we have some books in common. Let's discuss. I'm gonna go and finish up my melted ice cream and read. Thank you for watching. I hope you're having a good day or a good morning or a good night. And I'll see you in my next video. All right. Peace out. Bye.
She said, I'm running around looking for peace of mind. So come out and change me.